ॐ ज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। नमो महावदान्याय कृष्ण प्रेम प्रदायिने कृष्णाय कृष्ण चैतन्य नाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः। पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्। श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्चार्थसुविज्ञस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदायादिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः। तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। स्वस्ति अस्तु विश्वस्य खलः प्रसीदतां ध्यायन्तु भूतानि शिवं मिथो धिया। मनश्च भद्रं भजता दधोक्षजे आवेश्यतां नो मतिरप्रहैतुकी। Reading from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Canto 10, Chapter 29, verse number 3. So this is description of Krishna's Rāsa-līlā. So we read that he decided to enjoy Vikshamantum Rantum Manaschakra Yog Maya Samashrita, and then it was described how he saw the moon rising in the east, smearing the face of the easternly direction lady with her rays in the form of hands, or hands in the form of rays, making it reddish And this third verse is speaking about again that Drishtva Kumudavantam Akhandamandalam Ramananabham Navakunkumarunam Vanam Satat Komal Gobhiranjitam Jagau Kalam Bam Drisham Manoharam. So Jagau Kalam means he played on his flute with a beautiful inarticulate sound which was very attractive to the minds of the gopis who have beautiful eyes, Vamandrasham. So this whole description of especially these 5 chapters is about rasa, and rasa is related with bhava. And that is most important to understand, because although everything here what is described is physical, but the intention is to describe only the bhava. Because the real enjoyment is of the bhava and not of the physical thing. As you know that the devatas, they are called ghrana bhaksha. They eat by smelling. That's why in the puja you have incense and lamp and flowers, perfumes. So they are fond of that. As human beings, if we analyze, our enjoyment is also really not physical, although we don't pay attention to that. Because when you eat some nice food which you like, milk chocolate, ice cream now in the summer. So, if you have cold, generally when you get heavy cold, you are unable to taste food, right? Or you get heavy fever, then the food doesn't taste well, or you lose interest in eating, or the food tastes bitter. So now if food is enjoyable by eating, and you eat it and you cannot taste it, then you don't enjoy it. So basically what you are enjoying is the taste, not really the eating. And what is taste? Taste is nothing but knowledge. Because when your nose is blocked, all it happens is that you eat, you don't get the knowledge of the taste. The object is there, it is touching your tongue, you chew it, you take it inside. Similarly, if you have some problem with your nose and you cannot smell, then you don't relish it. So whatever you enjoy, you actually enjoy the knowledge of it. Whether it is rasa gyan, sparsh gyan, roop gyan, shabd gyan. If somebody is speaking and you don't know the knowledge, can you enjoy what he is saying? If you enjoy some nice talk, nice music, song, music you can also enjoy just the instrument, but suppose some nice song with nice meaning, but you don't know the language, then the sound is going in your ears but you don't enjoy it. Or if you are not very expert in the music, field of music, then even if it is instrumental music, you don't enjoy it. If you don't have knowledge of ragas, then you cannot enjoy Indian classical music. Why? Because you don't have knowledge. So what is that you enjoy? Is only knowledge, not actually the object. Because if the object is not understood, then there is no enjoyment. So therefore, those who have better knowledge, they have wine tasters or food tasters or gourmet or whatever they call them. So they relish more than others. Why? because they have a better sense of acquiring that taste. Sense means sensing it. As far as tongue, teeth, mouth, eating, swallowing, all the saliva coming, same for everybody. So what is missing or what is different is that, and that's why they get paid for it. So people can enjoy painting, some others don't have any knowledge about it, they don't enjoy it. So therefore it is all jnana, because we are conscious being. We are not the body. And because we are not matter, we cannot enjoy just matter. We can only enjoy even if that matter is transformed into knowledge. So now try to understand, in case of Krishna, who does not have a material body. We all the time talk, he does not have a material body. He does not. What does it mean, does not have a material body? If it does not have a material body, what kind of body is it? So then we say, well, his body is Satchidananda. So what is Chit? Sat simply means existence. Eternal existence, you can say eternal. Eternal means eternally existing. Eternal means something which exists in past, present and future. And that's what we call as eternal. So what is Chit? Chit means consciousness, which means awareness, which means knowledge. So means every part, every pore, every cell, if you want to say, of his body is conscious. In our whole body, just one little atom in one corner is conscious. And with that we try to enjoy. And with that we try to enjoy matter. So what enjoyment will come from that little consciousness, and that also from matter, not from the spirit, not from another consciousness. But Krishna is conscious. Consciousness, Chidghan. Not only consciousness, but compact consciousness. Sachidghan Swarupa. And that is, so now if he is going to enjoy, you think he will enjoy anything material? Even we do not enjoy. So therefore he enjoys only bhav. And that's why bhakti is actually bhav. This sadhana bhakti is called bhakti to give us a lollipop, you know. but really speaking, it is the bhav bhakti where it actually begins. So sadhana bhida is that which is bhav sadhya. So sadhana bhakti is just a practice to come to the bhava. That's why it is called sadhya bhava, sadhana bhida. So we try to do something physical in the beginning because bhav is not there. So at least we imitate. Like actors, they imitate. So actors imitate, they are not having that bhav, but they try to imitate. So like that we say, do physically, do sadhana. Therefore rules are made. Because if bhav is there, then rule is not needed. That's why Vedic Bhakti says bhav our bhavna vidha. And Vedic Bhakti is up to bhav bhakti. Once bhav bhakti is there, then there is no more Vedic Bhakti. It comes to an end. Because why do you need that now? Now it is the bhav. So the real thing is bhav, and then bhav brings action. But if bhav is not there, then simple action, what does it mean? So Krishna is very compassionate that he even takes the action when bhav is missing. That's why he is Karunamaya. This is his karuna. But at least that action should be there and done properly. People don't do that also. They think they are at the bhava and then they start doing all types of things. So that is a mess. We don't know what is the outcome of that. Many people are like that. They think that they are imitating or they are some elevated people. So it is not like that. So you cannot trick in this. There cannot be any deception in bhava. What is that in Bengali? Say bhaver ghare chori. So you cannot steal in the house of bhava. Because how is it possible? It's not possible. So that's why simplicity, straightforwardness, sincerity, satyam param dhimai, these things are important. So in Ujjwal Nilmani, why I am saying is that people, because of our mind, because we are so much into gross things, physical things, and that is our experience, we tend to think also that this is what Krishna is doing. Because all this description will be simply physical description. Bhav is also there, but we are not catching that. We see the bhava, and many devotees also think like that Krishna is enjoying some physical union or anything like that. So in Ujjwal Nilmani, which talks about Madhur Rasa only, and in so much detail, in the end, when he ends the book, the last one is Lila Vilas when he is describing. So in Sanskrit, the word is used samprayog, which is the word for physical union of male and female. So he describes that also. It's amazing. Rupa Goswami, who were so renounced completely, and they are describing something which would look very vulgar, really speaking, or it is some kind of pornography. So he describes that, but then after describing that, he writes one very important verse, and that's the one which I want to read so that it can be kept in mind. It says, Vidagdhanam mitho lila vilasena yatha sukham na tatha samprayogena syad eva rasika vidu. So rasikas, they know that those who are vidagdha means completely burnt, right? Means who are completely expert in the science of enjoyment. Males who are expert in enjoying female, those vidagdas, mitho vidagdhanam, of course it says together, means both male and female, who are very expert in enjoying. So he says that the happiness which they derive by samprayoga is not same as which they derive by lila vilasena. Vidagdhanam mitho lila vilasena yatha sukham na tatha samprayogena syadeva rasika vidu. So this is the understanding of the rasikas. And Krishna is Rasika Shekhar. He is the crest jewel of the Rasikas, so he knows the best. So this is what you have to know. That's why Krishna is called Bhavgrahi Janardana. And he talks about Bhava only, Yamim Vapi Smaran Bhavam. So this samsara is also because of the Bhavo hi Bhav Karanam. So it is because of the bhav that we are here in the bhava, in this material world, and it is because of the bhav that we are going to get out. So you have kam bhav, you are in the material world. You have bhakti bhav, you are in the spiritual world. So it's all about bhava. That's why bhava also means existence. So your existence is here if there is a kama, and your existence is there if there is a prema. So these chapters are describing that prem bhav. What is being described here is the prem bhav, and not, don't get carried away by the physical things, because they come here and they are very bewildering to people. Even big scholars have difficulty with this. Even Parikshit Maharaja posed the question. And this bhav, the highest bhav, the prem bhav, it cannot be understood without parkiya. It cannot be understood. So that's why it is being shown here. This pardara vimarshana. What is the need for it? Because Vyasa wants to explain that which he did not explain properly in other books. He wrote this book only for this, for these 5 chapters basically. Rest is all dressing and preparing to come to this point. And that does not mean all this simply singing and dancing, but what actually is the bhav which Krishna is relishing, and the gopis have that bhav. And that is the bhav which we need to understand. And we want to have that. And that is the bhav which Mahaprabhu came, anarpit charan chirat karane avtirna kalo. That is what he came to do. So this is what is not understood, because it is most difficult to understand it. And the main reason is that we have samskaras of something else which is very similar. And we understand things because of our own samskaras. So that's why it has to be studied properly with proper explanation. In the very beginning, Sonaka said this, Bruyo snigdhasya sisyasya guruvo guhyam api uta. He said, yes, I want to hear that guhya. This is the guhya thing. This is the thing which is revealed by the Guru. And then only one can understand it. This is the Guru Gamya Vidya. So in Chatusloki what is said, that this is the one which is jigyasya. So tattva jigyasuna atmana anvaya vyatirekabhyam yat syat sarvatra sarvada. So this is what will come, and commentators will explain that certainly. So this type of explanations on these 5 commentaries, they started only around the time of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Before that, if you read commentaries, they are very simple, like Sridhar Swami. Not much is said. So they are the one who are opening it, the meaning of it. Okay. So we were reading the commentary on 3rd verse. We already did some. So we read that Krishna came in the lineage of moon. So yadiyadacharti sreshta tattva devitrojana. So he is taking the lead from him, following him. Therefore he saw the Kumud, who has a face like Rama. So ko prithivyapi mut kartavyattvena varte yasya tam atmanam cha drishtva iti vyakhyan. So he says he saw the moon, he also saw himself. Should be explained there. Purushottam Prabhu, you have some question?
I have a question. Initially also you said, Uddipan Vibhav is a clear, sorrowful Mallika and other things. Where is the Alambam Vibhav is stated here? Which Pankti? Is it Priyaha Priyaya Eva Dirgha Darshana? Is that the Alambam Vibhav in the verse?
Yeah, and he himself also. Alamban is both Ashray and Vishay.
Yes.
So he is also.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. So we read this, that Rama Lakshmi tad bhratritvat tada anana abham. So Rama means Lakshmi, and because he is brother of Lakshmi, both were born from the Kshirasagara, churning of the Milky Ocean. So therefore they have resemblance of the face. Yadva, alternatively, Sarva Lakshmi Mayi Sarva Kanti Sammohani Para iti Smrite Rama Sri Radha. Or Rama here means Radharani, because in the Smriti she is described as Sarva Lakshmi Mayi, that she is the personification of all Lakshmis, she is the source of all Lakshmis. And Sarva Kanti, she is all beauty, and Sammohini Para, she is transcendental and she attracts Krishna. So Ramante, Ramayanti, so that means saying that face of moon reminds him of Radha. Because you say it's Chandramukhi, Chandravadani, so therefore moon is reminding, so therefore is acting as a Dipana. Or Rama means Gopi. Why? Because Ramante Ya iti Rama, those which are enjoyed or those with whom Krishna plays, they are gopis. Or Ramayanti, which give pleasure to Krishna, or those who actually enjoy with Krishna, Ramanteya, Rama, Gopya, and Ramayanti, they give pleasure to Krishna, that is Rama, Gopyascha. Tasam ananasyaiva abhayasya tamiti. So therefore moon has the glow like the faces of the gopis. So he saw that. Tad darshanena ta smriti patham arudha iti bhava. So the meaning is that by seeing the moon, then he remembered the gopis. Because ek sambandhani vastu par sambandhim smarayati. Principal things which are related to each other, similar, then if you see one of them, it reminds you of another one. So therefore the moon reminded him of Krishna. Pakshe, alternatively, Ramanam tasam anane abha antah kandarpa vikara dyotani samyak kantir yatah tam atmanam. Or when it is said that Rama anana abham, then he is talking about his own face. Krishna saw his own face. So how that meaning comes? So that meaning he gives that Ramanam tasam anane abha, that the glow which is on the face of the gopis, which is indicative of their love in the heart. It's like if you have certain strong emotion manifest, then it manifests on the face. If you are angry, if you are sad, if you are joyous, also if you are in loving mood. So Gopi's heart was under transformation because of the love for Krishna, and that manifested on their faces, and it is because of Krishna. So this is Bahuri Samas. Therefore Rama Ananabham refers to his own face. So tam atmanam udaya raga vyaptatvat nav kunkum pidvad arunam. So the udaya raga, the rag also was manifesting in his body and face. So therefore his face, although that is not the color of his face like that, but it appeared reddish. Pakshe navkunkuma charchaya arunam, and then alternatively saying that it is reddish because of smearing of the fresh kumkuma. Tatha vanam cha tasya. So now it is coming back to the moon only. That moon appeared like that. And also the forest. Tasya komalair gobhi kiranair ranjitam mrakshitam. So the forest also appeared as if it has been smeared by the reddish or tawny color rays of moon when moon was rising. So first he said that he rose in the eastern direction and he smeared the face of eastern direction with his rays, and now the rays are spread. Yes, he has come up a little. So the rays are spread all over the forest, and the forest is also appearing that reddish pinkish color because of the moon's rays. Abhiranjitam iti samasava. So the word Gobhiranjitam can be broken down as Go Abhiranjitam or Gobhiranjitam. So both ways is given. So Pakshe Tair Prasiddhair Gobhi Swanga Kanti Bhi Swag Palyamana Gavi Bhirva Abhiranjitam Abhiranjit Charamityartha. Or it can mean that is by the gopis prasiddhair gobhi swanga kanti bhi, by the hue of their bodily, or by the cows. Of course the cows were not there, they are now at present at night. It is bringing swapalyamana gavi bhirva Abhiranjitam. Abhiranjit charam ityartha. So Abhiranjit charam means that they colored it. Obviously the cows were not there, so they colored it in the daytime. And the color is still appearing like that. Touch bhava arsha, this is a samas, the touch pratyaya that should have been applied, but since this is arsha, if you give this meaning. इति उद्दीपन आलंबन विभावो दृष्ट्वा कलम मधुरम अगायते वेणुना इति शेष. So therefore, seeing this uddīpan alamban vibhava, uddīpan is the moon, the forest, and alamban are the gopis, Srimati Radha and himself. So seeing all that, he played his flute in a very sweet way. Madhuram kalam agayat. So kalam here means sweet sound. So as this sound of his flute is mentioned by the gopis later on in this chapter itself, kastriyangate kalpadayata murchitena sammohitarya charitana chaletra lokyam. So they were saying that, oh dear Krishna, who is that woman in the three worlds who after hearing the beautiful sound of your flute will not deviate from the moral principles? So that there also they use the word kalpadayata. Same word is used, kalpadayata, means the sweet sound, kalkala. So kalpadamrita venu geetam iti agrimukti. So what is that sound? How was it that is being described? Jagaukalam, which is vamadrisham manoharam. So the straightforward meaning is that it is very captivating to gopis. But then he gives another meaning. So katham vama manohara drisho yasam tasam yuvati nam eva manoharam yatha syat tatha. So Vama, he says, means here young gopis, and therefore he says that it is only they who heard it, or it is they who were captivated, the others were not. So this is the meaning of bhava now here. Because if you have the bhav, you see. If you don't have the bhav, you don't see. Anywhere you go, you come to Vrindavan, if you have devotional mood, it looks very nice. If you are not devotional, you say, why here? What is this? So crowded, dirty place. Why you people live here? It's noisy, dirty, right? So it's all about bhav only. Everything depends on bhav. So if the bhav, that's why they say that the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. So eye does not mean eye. Everybody has eye. Dog also has an eye. So it means the bhav. That if it does not have the bhav, the beholder does not have the bhav, then it is not beauty. If he has the bhav, then it is very beautiful. If you love somebody, that person looks beautiful to you. And to other person, he may look horrible. So Kamsa here also had people who loved him. How many people gave life for him? How many people gave life for Krishna? The poor fellow, he himself has to fight everywhere. But you see, Kamsa never went anywhere. All his people who loved him so much, they went and sacrificed themselves. Kamsa was sitting on the throne and just giving orders from there. So they also had bhav for him. Shishupal also had bhav for Krishna. Right? Different type of bhav. That's what is being described. His bhav and Kamsa's bhav were very intense. Right? Kamad gopya bhayad kamsa dveshad chadya devanirpa. It's bhav only. That even if it is adverse bhav, still they attend. This is the greatness of bhav. That's what is being described there. In 7th canto, this whole episode, which Jiva Goswami also brings, is only to give importance. He will bring it again later in Bhakti Sandarbha. To show the importance of bhav, not of the action. So that is the very, very important thing. That's why bhakti can also be done in the manasi puja, manasik japa. Because that is where bhav manifests in the mind. So physically you can do, but we don't know what is in the mind. Thieves also join ashram. They do seva and they steal and run away. I had experience of that. So you cannot understand what is. So the real thing was inside. He was doing nice seva, sweeping, cleaning, whatever you ask. But was always looking for opportunity when to steal the money and run. That was the bhav. So Krishna fulfilled him also, his bhav also. And I got locked. Ye yatha mam prapadyante. There is a sloka in Bhagavad Gita, Kshipram hi. What is that? Siddhir bhavati karmaja. That the karma give fruit very quickly. Kshipram hi manusaya loke siddhir bhavati karmaja. So bhakti gives perfection to work lifetimes. But karmaja, you see, Krishna fulfills his desire quickly. So it's all a matter of bhav, because his bhav is more pure. Our bhav is not pure. Isn't it? He was continuously thinking when he is going to get the money and run. He never forgot that once. But we eat, we sleep, we talk, we gossip, criticize each other, this, that. Where is Krishna in the mind, Even when we are doing japa, mind goes everywhere. But the guy, he was fixed. That's why Siddhir Bhavati Karmaja, because those who do karma, they are very fixed in their bhav. Because they are devoted, Here this is by preaching, no, you should do like this, japa this way, do this much. We request. So one day come to class, another 3 days disappear. Kirtan come, don't come, no problem. But their own thing they will never forget. That is the Siddhir Bhavati Karmaja. So it is bhavahe hi avapti karanam. The perfection comes by bhav. So the abhav is of the bhav. It is called bhava bhav. There is one commentary called Bhav Prakashika. Very nice commentary. So Gayantam Striya Kamayante iti Shrute. So why did he play on flute? What is the reason? So he says that in Shruti, in the Veda, there is a statement that women are very much attracted to a person who sings or plays music. Right? Gayantam Striya Kamayante. So singing, music is a Vashikaran mantra for women. This is the captivating mantra. So that's why musicians are surrounded by women. So Krishna is also good at that. So he played on his flute. Jagau kalam vamadrisham manoharam. Vamadrisham manoharam. So now he brings another meaning. Sleshena kalam kakaram lakaram vamadrisham iti lupta vibhaktikam padam vamadrik chaturtha swara. So he says that this word jagau, kalam, vamadrisham, they have to be combined together. So there is a letter ka here in kalam and there is a letter la. And then Vam Drisha, it means E, long E. So you have to combine this, it becomes Kli. And then Manoharam becomes Ma. So Jagau Kalam Vam Drisha Manoharam means that he played clean mantra, which is the mantra for Kandarpa. This is the love mantra, Vashikarana mantra. So that's what it says, that Kalam, Kakara, Lakara. So there is a Kakara is what we have in Karama, in Harinama Vakaran, and Larama, Ka, La. And Vamdrisham says take away the vibhakti from it. Word remains is Vamdrik. And Vamdrika Chaturtha Swara. Chaturtha Swara means E. A, E, E. So Ka, La, E. And along with that, there is the Panchadasa Swaram, the 15th Swara, that is Anuswar. Actually Chandra Bindu. A, E, E, O, O. Re, Li, Li, A, I, O, O. And then A. So 15th is This is the Manohara. So how that meaning comes? So this is called Kama Bija, means the seed of love. Clean is the seed of love. Therefore Kam Gayatri starts with this. Clean. So this is the Rahasya. This is the secret. So how did he get this 15th letter from there? He says, because the word is Manohara. So Mana is mind. And the deity of mind is moon. So that is Chandra. And Chandram Harati, Aharati, the Chandra Bindu. That's why it is written like that, like a crescent moon with a dot on top. That is the flame. So that is the secret. So manoharam manasa akarshakatvat swaswarup bhutam maha mantha mantram ityartha. So he says this is the mantra which attracts the mind, and it is the mantra of the Mahamantha. Mahamanmatha, not mantra. Means there is a Cupid, the material Cupid, and then there is a spiritual Cupid. That is Krishna. So that is the Mahamanmatha, which is his own Swarupa. So means he put his heart into it, because this is his Swarup Bhuta, the internal heart, which is his love, because what is his heart is love. So that's what he put into the holes of the flute, and then it came out. That is the meaning of this sloka. So there is question from Purushottamji. Yes,
I have
Prabhu.
two questions. You explained that bhava is the knowledge basically. So the children, they don't have any knowledge, but they still differentiate even in their very young age. That some children like sweet, some doesn't like sweet, and things like that. So how is that?
So knowledge, if they like and they don't like, then that is not knowledge. Indriyasya indriyasya arthe
But they
raga desha vyavasthita. So raga means liking, liking means knowledge, favorable, right? Anukula vedaniyam.
Yes.
So vedaniyam means knowledge. They have senses.
So even though they do not express it, but they have that knowledge then from the Pura Sanskara.
Yes.
Another question I have about, you mentioned about for Vaidhi Bhakti. Once they come to the Bhava Bhakti, then it's natural. But they still follow the injunction, which is because their primarily Bhakti is based on injunction. And that will continue, right?
Yeah, but now they are not doing it because injunction is there. Now they are doing it because it's just their nature to do it.
So will it become similar to that Raganuga then? Is it, that's what confusion comes in.
Well, Raganuga has a different sense, but it will be similar in the sense that now they are following naturally. They are not doing it because I should do it, I should do that. Yes.
But it still remains a two separate pathway.
Yes, yes. If they are in Aishwarya mood, then their mood is not going to change. The Hanuman is not suddenly going to become something else. It's Dasya Bhav, but it's just natural for him. He's not doing it because the injunction is there to do it.
So that Aishwarya Bhav remains, but they are doing it naturally through the Aishwarya Bhav when they reach to Bhava Bhakti.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Can you expand a little bit more on the meaning of the Bij Mantra claim?
So he explained there that this is the mantra of love. Means that whatever is love is inside this can manifest from that. So when he plays the flute, then it expands. That's how Kam Gayatri came. That's how it is described, I think, in Brahma Samhita. Krishna played the flute, went to Brahma's ears. So he was not chanting the Gayatri as in an articulate manner.
They say bhav is a particle of prema.
Particle of prema.
Prema. And in material world there is no bhav, only modes of material nature act.
So prema bhav is when it is intensified, that itself is called prema. Prema is also bhav only. They're just same thing. When you say material world, then you are talking about matter or you are talking about human beings? Matter does not have any bhav, except as it says sat, and that is its bhav in the sense of existence. Bhav is only for conscious beings. Only
They say conscious beings are acting on moods. All conscious beings, they are activated or stimulated by moods.
Yeah.
So bhav is not in conditional world.
No, when you say not in the conditioned world, in what sense you mean?
No, they say bhav is achieved only after
So you mean to say bhav means bhav bhakti? Because bhav is a very general term, there are so many meanings. So what is your question?
No, you said that when somebody like thief, he had a bhav to steal.
Yeah, bhav means that his intention, his desire, his will.
No, they say that is modes. That is
Modes of what?
Modes of nature.
Which nature? Whose nature?
Sattvagun, Rajagun,
Whose
Tamogun.
nature? This also, the three gunas are here, but am I stealing it? Whose bhav are you talking about? You are talking about the thief. So thief has a mind. And the bhav is in his mind. And it is mind which is in the mode of whatever you call it, sattva, rajas, tamas. So that's what it is. Sattva, rajas, tama iti prakrita guna prakriti sambhava. So his mind is colored by those gunas. But simply matter is not going to have any bhav. Bhav is related with conscious being. So now the consciousness is manifest in the mind. And if mind is in sattva, then it will act in the sattva. If it is rajas, it will be rajas. If it is tamas, tamas. It's like light is there and you put one blue paper in front of it, then the light will come out blue. So light is not blue here to begin with. But to you it appears blue because of you have covered it with it. So similarly, the consciousness, the source of consciousness is Atma. But if you have a mind, and that mind is made of gunas, so then the light which comes of the Atma through the mind, then it takes that color. So that is the bhav.
I saw that in the editions of Harinamrita Vyakaran, the 15th svara is the Anusvara and not the Chandra Bindu. Would it make a difference in the explanation, in the explanations you gave?
No, it doesn't make.
Okay.
But in Panini they don't have long ray.
So, okay, so therefore it's actually...
But in either way it doesn't matter. But if from Panini point where it will be Chandrabindu.
But in this beach mantra, which of the both is it?
Clean. It's Anuswar.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Sandeep.
My question was that in the first shloka explanation it was given Shat-Koti Gopis. And in the description again it came that Krishna remembered the faces of all the gopis before he started playing the flute. So my question is this Sahityik or is it just to show the unlimited nature or is it actual or is it all the three combined?
So it is all three combined. It is Sahityik obviously because it is described there like that. Sahityik does not mean it has no meaning. In case of Krishna, it is also literal because he is Ananta, he is unlimited. So everything is possible for him. And I don't know what is your third meaning.
Third was whether it was in actuality, like it was said that Krishna manifested that many forms.
Yeah, so actuality is already coming from the second. If he is unlimited, it's real.
Okay.
Mohini.
I have a question. The last time you explained that kalam is an unalterated sound that everyone...
Inarticulate, I said.
Inarticulated, okay. That everyone heard something else according to their mood. And we receive Kambij from Guru, and it's also said that we receive the mood of the Guru. So is it something inarticulated we receive, like we hear what is according to our mood, or we hear that what Gurudev has?
That I cannot answer because it is you who heard it. How can I tell what you heard?
But as a general tattva,
I don't know. I cannot answer that. Anything else? So let's read the sloka. Commentary we'll read tomorrow because there's not much time. So nisamya geetam tadananga vardhanam vrajastriyah krishna grihita manasaha ajagmuranyonyamalakshitodyamaha sayatra kanto javalola kundalaha. So vrajastriyah krishna grihita manasaha tadananga vardhanam geetam nisamya अन्योन्यम अलक्षित उद्यमः स कांतो यत्र जवलोल कुंडला आजगम. Something like that will be the अन्वय. So the women of Vraja, which one? Not all, but Krishna Grihita Manasa, those whose mind was captivated by Krishna. And here, of course, all gopis' minds and all gopas, everybody's mind is fixed on Krishna, but here it is obviously in the specific sense of loving relationship as a lover and beloved. So those whose minds were captivated by Krishna, those women, they heard this sound or this song of Krishna's flute. So Venugit. And what was the characteristic of this Ananga Vardhanam? So their Ananga is name for love, Cupid. It swelled, it increased, augmented, started growing. So Vardhanam means increased, which means that it was already there, not that it came at that time. The love was already there. Then it became very intense. So just like we have different emotions inside our heart, anger is also there, lust, greed, all these things are there. So then they become manifest under certain circumstances. Those are called uddipanas, excitants, which bring out the emotion, means it excites that emotion. So then the emotion jumps out. So the emotions are lying inside, and then something excites it, then it jumps out of there. So like that, the love which they were holding onto it, now it was unleashed by hearing the flute sound, which was Ananga Vardhanam. So then what did they do? Alakshita Udyama, Anyonyam Alakshita Udyama. They made effort, they endeavored, and they came where that famous Kanta was there. Sakanta, that lover. So Sa here means that well known. So when Sa is used here in that sense. It signifies familiar ones, well-known ones. Sa yatra Canto Java. And Javalola Kundala. So it is described that they were running. Why? Because they were so eager to reach Krishna, and it is indicated by that their earrings were dangling fast. So Javalola Kundala means very quickly. That means they had the hanging type of earrings, not the fixed types. There are different types here. So ear, one is that it just sticks to the ear, and the other one is long one, shaking. So it was shaking. Why? Because they were running. They could not control, they could not hold themselves, because this is the Anangavardhana. This is the highest maddening. Now you remember why he said that Vrishti, that he did the rain of the poison. So it completely maddened them. So they came running where Krishna was present. See the verse. We'll read the commentary tomorrow. We'll stop here.